Alright, here we go. The names are strange, and I like games. The good, the bad, the ones that are plain strange. Used to go out and raise the dead. Now I just play Nintendo instead. I'm going back again. I'm buying them all, even if it takes me selling my soul. Oh, oh, motherfucker. Oh, 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 oh.
Today, we're gonna talk about Blaster Master. Relax, it's a good game. One of the best in the NES library. It's an instant classic. Blaster Master's held near and dear in the hearts of many of us that grew up with an NES. But the one thing that drives a stake through those same loving hearts is this game's difficulty. Blaster Master is harder than holding in diarrhea while you're getting punched in the stomach. Now, of course, challenging gameplay is a good thing, rewarding a player's hard work, but nothing comes close to motherfucking Blaster Master. Alright, let's go.
Spoiler alert, I could never get past the fourth boss. It's been like 25 years, and my reflexes have been softened up by the unlimited lives and easy checkpoints from the games that are out now. Nothing brings back the good old days like the intro to Blaster Master. To sum the story up for anyone who hasn't played the game, we play as some kid named Jason whose pet frog Fred jumps out of his jar and mutates after touching some radioactive waste that Jason just happens to have lying around in his backyard. Fred hops down some giant hole and Jason follows after him, where he randomly finds a tank vehicle and some suit of armor that was in a cave underneath his house for God knows how long. Right. So, no questions asked, and with a conveniently full gas tank, Jason suits up and goes on his search for Fred. Now that is some deep storytelling right there. Fuck it, we didn't need logic back then. And besides, I'd do the same thing if one of my cats mutated and went missing.
Hey Edgar, how you doing today, kitty? Hey, oh, good boy. You would never go into the backyard and find some nuclear waste and mutate and try to kill me. Oh, no, of course you would never do that. You're a good boy. You didn't even jump in front of the camera for this review. Good boy.
Back about the story, in Japan the game was originally called Wakushi Senki Metafight or something like that, and it was about some huge epic space opera involving an evil emperor invading a planet and starts some war that you have to rise up against.
Yeah, fuck that. Frog Story's better.
Now the controls are spot on. The tank handles wicked good in these side-scrolling action parts. It's really fluid and responsive. You can shoot straight up and sideways and hop all over the fucking place. Now imagine sitting inside that thing, having it jumping up and down and spinning in every fucking direction. The poor kid's probably dead in there. The hell with that shit. Jason can also climb out of the vehicle to explore on foot and shoot shit, but his weapons and health are obviously lowered. Jason, what the hell are you doing down there, you creepy bastard? I wish he was Jason fucking Voorhees.
Nope. No, I don't.
There's supposedly 8 stages, but like I said, I've never gotten past the 4th level. They're fucking huge too, and maze-like. Sometimes you even gotta backtrack through the stages you've already beaten to progress on to the next one. You could say that creates an exciting atmosphere of exploration and replayability to the game, but deep down, we all know what it really is. A pain in the fucking ass. Like, to get to stage 4 for example, you gotta finish the 3rd level, obviously, and you get a hover power upgrade for your vehicle after you beat the boss. Then you gotta go all the way back to literally the first screen at the beginning of the game at stage 1. And you gotta use your hover power to fly up there. If your H power is too low, you won't be able to make it, So you gotta scour the battlefield for more letter H's, which is also the first letter needed to spell hell. Yeah, hell, because that's what this fucking game's gonna put you through to get all those letter H's stockpiled. Because maybe 1 out of every 57 enemies you fucking kill actually drops a letter H. Alright, so 15 minutes later, that should just about do it. Okay, I got plenty of hover power. Let's go. Oh, come on, you fucking piece of shit douchebag. And there, I just wasted almost all my fuel. Gotta do it all over again. Pain in the ass bullshit. But I'll get back to that, because on a positive note, I might as well show you the other cool game type Blaster Master has. When you find these doorways scattered around each stage, Jason can enter them while on foot, and the game switches to an overhead view that adds another dimension to the side-scrolling and shooting and exploration. This blew my fucking mind when I was a little kid. It was so cool seeing your character up close and blasting shit. It's awesome. They kinda emulated the same mechanic in a later Sunsoft game, Fester's Quest. What the hell were they thinking? So there's 2 things I want to touch on about this aspect of the game. In the top-down mode, you can collect these weird symbols that power up Jason's gun. Get enough power, and you can shoot all over the place, even through walls. That's cheap as all hell. But with a wicked hard game like Blaster Master, it's okay to be cheap right back. You lose a little gun power if Jason gets hit, but you can just build it right back up. I suck at the game, so I usually end up getting used to Jason's weapon power being somewhere in the middle, if not in this lower quadrant right about here. You can also throw grenades by pressing the A button. If you keep tapping the shit out of the button, holy shit, it's a never-ending seizure of pink bombs. Where the hell does he keep all these grenades? And why doesn't he have any throwing animation? Fucking lazy bastards. Okay, I'm just being nitpicky, never mind. You can also grab 2 letter power-ups. The letters P and H. For poop and herpes. No, I'm just kidding. The P replenishes some of Jason's health, and the H is for his vehicle's hover power. Alright, I'm stalling because the other thing I wanted to bring up in this mode fucking traumatized me. Now, in gaming, I've seen it all. Kinky Pinky, Sweet Tooth, Promethean Knights, The Condemned games, Jason Voorhees' mom's head, and Mr. Big. All freaky as hell.
But in stage 1 of Blaster Master, there's a specific enemy that legitimately terrified me as a kid. And by as a kid, I mean still to this day. Alright, you guys ready? Alright, let's do this.
There it is. Oh god. How is that face not the most horrifying thing you've ever seen? It's just floating there, aggressively shaking itself at you like... Oh god, it's following me now. Oh god. Oh fuck, there's 2 now? Get away from me, you fucking stupid head thing. Good, die. Ugh, I think I peed myself a little. Well, since we're still in stage 1, here's the first boss. Not gonna lie, this thing gave me nightmares as a kid too. And by as a kid, I mean yesterday when I recorded this footage. And by yesterday when I recorded this footage, I mean right at this second, because I'm playing live. For you guys. Yeah. The other enemies in the game range between wicked cool and wicked retarded. These robot infantry guys are on the cool side, but not those hopping robots. They can eat an ass full of shit because of that one asshole that made me waste my hover fuel. I'm still pissed about that. On the wicked retarded side, we have these stupid flying balls, little R2-D2 rejects that spit out phantasm balls that take away 2 health points, lame metal microwaves shooting lasers, and these little midget robots that follow you all over the place. Leave me alone, fuck! And my most hated of all are these caterpillar things from level 2 that are the absolute definition of a pain in the ass. Especially the red ones that are way more agile and can jump wicked high after you. Ugh, fuck you! And of course they're smart. Like, look at this asshole right above me. He knows I'm down here, so he keeps pacing around like a horny dog, waiting for me to move out so he can pounce on top of me. Stop attempting to grow a brain. How the fuck can he even tell I'm underneath him? There's a whole floor in between us. Then again, how can I see up there? Oh, who cares? Oh, you son of a bitch! Moving on. I guess all we got left is a couple of bosses I forgot to show. Like the evil crab vagina from level 2. That is clearly a sentient alien vagina with claws and STDs. Oh, it's a blue waffle. Ugh, I'm sorry, that is fucking gross.
Never Google blue waffle. Don't!
There's a tricky cheat to beat this asshole if you're feeling dirty. Especially if you just search for that thing on the internet I specifically told you not to. Throw one of your grenades at the center of the boss, and if you pause the game at just the right moment when he's in mid-flash, he'll continue to take damage while it's paused.
Yeah, you like that, don't you, bitch?
Unpause the game after a few seconds, and there you go. Fatality. Oh, and you'll never know how bad you want to punch your television screen until you get to the third boss. Oh my fuck. It's some lame box of junk that winks its eye at you and clones itself, and took me like 9 times to finally kill. Ugh! If you survive that asshole and make your way through the bullshit mindfuck maze of level 4, you'll never guess who the boss is. It's the frog. Yup. Now I'm gonna assume it's Jason's pet, Fred, from the beginning of the game, which always kinda baffled me. Why do you have to fight him anyway? Isn't it supposed to be Jason's friend? The whole reason why he went on this whole mission in the first place? If the game's gonna force you to kill the frog, shouldn't they have at least made it the last boss? Well, this might as well be the last boss for me because I've never beaten him. As far as I know, level 5 doesn't exist.
I did it! I beat the frog! Sorry, Fred. Wow, my heart is pounding. Holy shit. Oh man, 20-something years later, I finally get to see stage 5. I wonder what it...
Well, might as well look at the pictures in the instruction manual and see what the other bosses are. What the? That crab vagina thing comes back and it's actually blue? God fucking damn it, I wasted my blue waffle joke. Oh, and even the frog makes another appearance? Sunsoft, you sprite recycling cheap-ass motherfuckers.
Well, that was Blaster Master. Sorry my game glitched out. Lousy piece of... The hell was that? No fucking way.
Alright, here we go. The names aren't strange, and I like games. The good, the bad, the ones that are plain strange. Used to go out and raise the dead, now I just play Nintendo instead. I'm going back again, I'm buying them all, even if it takes me selling my soul. Oh, oh, motherfucker, oh, 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 oh.
You know what's awesome? Ninjas. You know what else is pretty awesome? Video games. And when you combine those two motherfuckers, well, it doesn't get much more badass than that. But whenever people discuss ninjas in the realm of gaming, they always seem to focus on Ryu from Ninja Gaiden. There's plenty of other digital ninjas around that get no recognition at all. Like Kid Nicky, the radical ninja. He's not just your plain everyday ninja, but a radical one. In fact, so radical that he looks nothing like a ninja at all on the cover. Yeah, never mind. How about instead we take a look at Wrath of the Black Manta, starring Black Manta. Say that 5 times fast. Wrath of the Black Manta, starring Black Manta. Wrath of the Black Manta, starring Black Manta. Wrath of the... Oh god, just hearing that name conjures up hauntings from the Aquaman game. Ugh.
The game starts with a cinematic showing a phone ringing off its hook. Why do cartoons, and in this case video games, always depict a ringing phone that way? Going apeshit like that. When does that ever happen in real life? Anyway, the phone belongs to Manta, who's pissed because someone's calling him in the middle of the night. Can we just stop and point out the fact that he's fully dressed in ninja garb while talking on the phone in the middle of the night? That's just fucking tubular. Basically, the other guy in the phone with Manta is asking for help finding his prize student and a bunch of other local kids who've all been kidnapped by some crime lord named El Toro. He also mentions that the FBI and CIA are doing nothing about the current situation. So he calls a ninja to do the detective work. Who the fuck just calls a ninja on the telephone? You're probably expecting me to do a skit right about now, picking up my phone and trying to call this guy.
You bet your ass I am. Yeah, he's not home.
The gameplay is pretty straightforward. Manta explores each stage, fighting bad guys with his shurikens that thankfully never run out. When he kills a guy up close, it makes this ding sound. It took me a while to figure out he's actually slicing them with his ninja daggers. Hiya! Manta's jump height is contextual based upon how you press the button. So tapping the A button is a shorter jump, and holding it down makes him jump higher. Basically, like in Super Mario Bros., if you need a comparison. The game would have been just fine if it kept its basic shooting and platforming mechanics, but they added depth to combat by giving Manta ninja magic he can use called arts. Unlike Ninja Gaiden, where Ryu's ninja magic are actually power-ups that the player can only carry one of at a time, Black Manta has a shitload of abilities he can use, even in conjunction with each other. Conjunction? When the fuck did I start using big words? You can assign 4 magic abilities during gameplay, and they're performed by holding the B button either by itself or while pressing a direction on the D-pad and releasing them together. The slots each ability you assign for Manta to use is completely up to you for the most part, whereas some of them, like the spider move, can only be set to down on the D-pad. To be honest, at first, this concept confused the hell out of me, and I couldn't get used to it until about halfway through the first level. My favorite is the doppelganger one, which gives you double the Manta power. Eat shit, motherfuckers! There's also invisibility and the art of missiles. What kind of ninja fires missiles? Well, the raddest kind. No, not you, Nikki. It's just a fireball attack, but I was really hoping he'd pull out a bazooka or something. Or maybe if Manta had like a robot leg that could shoot out missiles or something, that'd be wicked awesome. I'm getting way off subject. The graphics are pretty good, but I don't know, something about them's kinda ugly, if that even makes sense. Maybe it's the color palette they chose for some of the textures. Actually, the graphics kinda remind me of that Terminator game for the NES, but not as shitty. The textures can be fucked. Like, right here I thought I was stuck at a dead end, until I found out this slightly different environmental pixel on the terrain is actually a hole I'm supposed to drop down into. You can walk into some of the buildings in the background, and from the experience I've gathered, there's 5 types of rooms. Rooms with exactly 3 enemies. No more and no less. Rooms with a power-up, rooms with a note, rooms with a kidnapped child, and just plain fucking empty rooms. Because retarded. Let's break these down, because, well, what else you gotta do at the moment? When you walk into a room with 2 enemies, move immediately to the side of the door, because the third motherfucker is coming in any second to bump into you and take away a health point. I kept forgetting to move out of the way and got wicked pissed, but later on, I became a master at this. Interestingly, after you clear the room of the 3 enemies, Manta regains some of his health. You can just walk out, go back into the same room, repeat the whole process, and you're back at full health. Hey, I'm not complaining, it's just weird as fucking hell. But then, that makes me question the need for the rooms with health power-ups. Why have a room with a one-time use power-up that doesn't come back, when you have looping health recovering enemies? And don't even get me started on the empty rooms. Why are these even a thing? Waste of fucking time. It's like clicking on a porn video because it has an awesome thumbnail, but then the actual video sucks, and it's devoid of any character development. Unless you're kinky pinky, then you probably jerk off to pretty much anything.
Oh, that's right. Oh, you stick that in there. Yeah, now stab her a little. Yeah. Oh, if she sprinkles Mrs. Dash on there, I'm gonna lose it. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's the stuff.
The rooms with notes have cryptic hints left behind by that student kid that the old guy called Manta about at the beginning of the game. And lastly, we have the rooms with kids in cages. Well, that came off creepy as hell. Speaking of creepy, what in the name of hell is up with these kids' faces? This poor kid looks like he's Betsy Palmer, the black kid looks like Samuel L. Jackson in Pulp Fiction, and the little girl is just, well, plain ugly. Maybe the parents actually wanted these terrifying little bastards locked up in the first place. I love how Manta talks to these kids after he rescues them. Right here he asks this kid, "Are you all right?" Yeah, all right. As in 2 words. I never paid attention in math class, but shouldn't it be all right?
Unless Manta's trying to be metaphorical, like asking this girl if she and all the other kids are all right. You know, maybe they're having trouble at home or at school, they have no friends so they can't relate. They're kind of feeling outcasted, like Jamie had a chance while she really did, until she dropped out and had a couple of kids. Mark still lives at home because he's got no job. Just plays guitar and smokes a lot of pot. Any Offspring fans out there?
Here, after this other kid gets rescued, he tells Manta about some secret info, and Manta just says, "Thanks, see you later." The fuck? See you later? So he just leaves the kid to fend for himself? Then again, he may have a chance after all, because these infantry goons are asses. What's this guy ducking for? He's not being blocked by any cover or anything, yet he keeps standing up to fire at me. His quads must be killing him, what a moron. I can still shoot you whether you're ducking or standing, fuckface. Alright, you know what, you just gotta die. And what's with this guy? He barricaded himself into that little crevice with a rocket launcher? Isn't that a bit much? I got news for you, asshole. I'm not going up there. So, have fun in your little personal corner of purgatory. Look at this buffoon, pacing back and forth like a kid on a sugar high. There's also a shitload of ninja enemies too. But not much bad shit to say about them because we've already established. Ninjas are awesome. Even though they defy the laws of nature by somehow riding against the wind current to smash into you. Is that even environmentally fucking accurate? The stages take Manta all over the globe, like Japan, Rio de Janeiro, and New York. Of course, no Boston. Why the hell are we Bostonians always left out of video game locales? Ugh, did I just say Bostonian? Remind me to punch myself in the balls later. After fighting certain enemies, Manta can interrogate them. Of course, most of them share the same face. What are they, fucking clones? Did El Toro visit Camino at some point and delete his breadcrumbs from the archives? I might have reached out a little too far for that reference. Later on, one of the henchmen spills the beans confessing El Toro's master plan, which is to get all the kidnapped kids hooked on drugs, then make them into drug pushers in each city, and then turn the whole world into a bunch of junkies so we can have global dictatorship.
Sorry, I just didn't see that coming. This whole time I'm just sitting on my ass playing a video game, or so I thought, But it turns out that, just like an elusive ninja, this game, too, has a secret face. It's another one of those interactive, anti-drug infomercials.
All that time growing up, blowing away pixelated drug kingpins and narc, and slicing throats in Wrath of the Black Manta, may have helped some of us from ending up on websites like Faces of Meth. But the icing on the crackhead cake is Black Manta's response to this guy. Here, I'll narrate it for your enjoyment. You guys are scum. You don't know what you're messing with. Drugs kill. You think you're cool, but you're not. You're just plain dumb.
You guys think you're so cool, but you're just plain dumb. Sometimes this shit just writes itself. You're just plain dumb. It just doesn't get any better than that.
Actually, it does. Towards the end of Stage 1, there's a building with a hole in it. Venture inside and say hello to Tiny. Okay, 3 things. Number 1, of course his name is Tiny. Number 2, no human is that fucking immense. And 3, how in the fluorescent yellow fuck did he fit inside this building? Yeah, the hole in the side of the building is huge, but it's still smaller than Tiny. And the building is sure as hell smaller on the outside than Tiny's fat ass is. There's no way he fit through that fucking hole, unless he rolled in or something. But still, what's the point of him even being in there? If he's trying to hide, then why the fuck would he leave so much of a trail for Black Manta to follow? Plus, could you imagine the swass level coming from a man of Tiny's size? Jesus, Manta could probably smell his ass from the beginning of the stage. Well, not much left to say, just fight a couple of other bosses, and you finally get to El Toro, who's also abnormally large for a human being. Ugh, it must be something in the water. And for some reason he's hiding inside of a jukebox with that kid you're supposed to rescue. You know what? I'm not even going there. I will say that El Toro's tricky, because he holds the kid hostage, and if you hit the kid, you lose a life. And if you throw shurikens at El Toro, he gets some of his health back. What the fuck? Somewhere in the final level, there was a hint saying use 4 arts to defeat Toro, or something like that. Of course, like before, the message is cryptic as fuck, and unless I'm dissecting Marilyn Manson lyrics, I don't do cryptic shit. So after a few failed attempts, I discovered from an internet walkthrough you have to use 4 of Manta's powers in a specific pattern to take down El Toro. Oh, and the ending is like 8 seconds, showing Manta with his mask off having dinner. Which makes me question why he was wearing the mask when that old dude called him on the phone at the beginning. So does Manta, like, sleep in the mask? Or, you know what? Whatever.
That's 2 pixelated drug lords I've taken down. Mr. Big and El Toro. Max Force would be proud. Well, anyway, that was Wrath of the Black Manta. It's a pretty decent game. It's a little bit different, but that's okay. It's reflected upon a time in gaming when anti-drug The fuck was that? What the fuck? How the hell did that fat bastard fit inside? Jesus! Max Force, you scared the shit out of me. Whoa. You're not here to shoot me again, are you?
No, I'm here because the DEA got word of your recent work, taking out El Toro. We've had our eye on him for a while.
Yeah, well, maybe if you guys weren't so busy not dodging landmines and slaughtering clowns, You could have gotten the job done yourselves.
So anyway, the DEA wanted me to come recruit you to our forces.
Thanks, but no thanks, muchacho. I'm more of an lone wolf.
I think you mean a lone wolf.
Yeah, that too. Besides, right now, I got bigger problems. Literally bigger problems. One of El Toro's henchmen is in my house.
Which one?
Tiny.
How could he possibly fit inside of your front door, let alone your whole house?
Look, right now, we don't have time to get into the details. And besides that, I'm pretty sure he just fucking saw us get down. That was close.
Hey guys, what's going on?
Jesus fucking Christ! Why do you dickheads always have to sneak up on me? Why don't you just knock on the front door? Or wait for me to give you an invite or something?
This guy does a lot of bitching, doesn't he?
You have no idea.
Don't you usually show up when I'm playing Halo games?
I was in the area.
In the area? I'm pretty sure you never leave. Speaking of which, why don't you start paying rent, you cheap bastard?
Yeah, so anyway, what are you guys doing on the floor?
Tiny from Wrath of the Black Manta is here trying to peddle drugs in Aaron's game room.
Who? From what?
Well, let's not stereotype and jump to conclusions. I mean, I just killed his boss, so maybe he's just lonely.
Oh, well I guess there's no need for me to stick around then.
I mean, it smells like pot, right? Yeah, it's gotta be him.
I knew it. No good, junkies.
Yeah, you go first. You got guns.
Now that's a good idea.
Excuse me, sir. I have reason to believe you may be in possession of some narcotics. We can do this the easy way or the hard way.
Dude, don't piss him off. I got a bunch of games in there.
Holy shit! Is that Big Fat Paulie?
My name is Tiny, and I'm very sensitive about my weight.
Come on, we can take my car.
Shotgun!
Just get your ass in there.
Whoa!
I call her the Narc 2000. She's equipped with state-of-the-art.
Got it. Magic. Let's go.
Where is he? Where'd he go?
Oh shit!
Florid Harold?
Anyone got any ideas?
Not at the moment, but think of something because somehow this fat bastard is still keeping up with us. Fucking bullshit video game logic.
You think this is a fucking game?
Why don't you try and give that Black Manta guy a call?
I tried already, he's not picking up.
Son of a bitch. Some reliable ninja he is.
Never call a ninja to do the work of a merc.
What is that, your fucking catchphrase or something?
Mine.
No, not you, Max.
No, mine.
No, he means me, genius.
No, there's a fucking landmine in the middle of the street.
Well, that was close.
Yeah, but we still got Round Boy behind us to worry about.
There should be a rocket launcher under the seat back there.
Seriously?
What?
We could've used that like 10 minutes. Fucking forget it.
I got this. Hold on to your butts, guys. Fatality.
Great shot, kid. That was 1 in a million. You know, after all these years, I don't think I ever got your name.
Oh, it's Bill, but thanks for asking.
Really?
Yeah? Why?
I don't know. You don't really look like a Bill.
No, he's right. You really don't.
Okay. Sorry? Where in the hell are we, by the way?
I don't know.
Oh shit.
What?
I think I forgot to punch in this morning.
Ugh. I hate it when that happens.
Well, we are officially lost.
Somewhere lost on the greatest
Shut up, Bill. Just shut up. Unless the next word's out of your mouth with directions on how to get back to the Arnold Schwarzenegger head, I'm gonna punch you right in the stomach.
I don't have a stomach. I'm basically just a big head with limbs.
That's it!
Alright, here we go. The names are strange, and I like games. The good, the bad, the ones that are plain strange. Used to go out and raise the dead. Now I just play Nintendo instead. I'm going back again. I'm buying them all, even if it takes me selling my soul. Oh, oh, motherfucker. Oh, 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 oh.
Motherfucking Battletoads. Remember those greasy bastards? If you were a gamer growing up in the 90s with an NES, then of course you do. Beating the shit out of mutant rats, snowmen, gargoyles, pig barbarians, and whatever the fuck else the games wanted to throw at your ass. I don't know what fucked up universe the Battletoads reside in, but who the fuck cares? It's an awesome one, where logic and continuity clearly refuse to exist. Satisfying as fuck as these games are, the common major complaint from gamers was each game's difficulty was actually amped way the fuck up with 2 players. Holy fuck. Anyway, fast forward, sometime later, I remember reading about a standalone Battletoads game coming out in arcades when I was a teenager, and I full on shit my pants. It might have been in an issue of Nintendo Power or GamePro, I don't know. But right now I got an old issue of Nintendo Power in my hand, with the Battletoads in it. So, fuck yourselves. Just pretend this is the issue. The fuck was I talking about? Oh yeah, the Battletoads Arcade game. So, like 20-something years later, we get the Rare Replay Collection for Xbox One. I finally get to play this fucking game. At long last. 3 Battletoads, and the game is for 3 players. All 3 Toads fighting alongside each other. Never thought I'd live to see the day. Now I just gotta find 2 other players. Klaatu, Barata. Give me some friends to play Battletoads Arcade with. Fine. Fuck it. You know what? I've always been more of a lone wolf kind of guy anyway. Damn it. Still nothing. Fucking Necronomicon bullshit. Agaku, you lying sack of ass. You know, I can't even raise the dead like I used to. You know, like how I mentioned in the intro song.
Used to go out and raise the dead. Now I just play Nintendo instead. I'm going.
Oh well. Guess it's time for some one-player Battletoads.
Kids in here breaking the fourth wall again?
Oh my god!
Here, I'm feeling my peckish. Mind if I chew your ear?
A little bite? A little something to nosh?
Holy fuck. Zombie Mark and Zombie Fitz. Somehow, this is how I always knew it would end. Just don't bite me in the face.
Brains. I'm just kidding. I mean, we're really dead, but we're not gonna, go for brains. What the hell are you doing in here anyway?
Yeah, what's up, Strange?
Phew. Ah, good. You know, I missed you guys. Sorry about the whole getting you killed thing, by the way.
Yeah, that was pretty fucked up. Fucking Jason.
I don't know, how did you survive, asshole?
I don't know, I must have had an extra guy or something like that, and besides, it's the fucking internet. Who cares? There's no rules.
And nobody watches these videos anyway, so no need for continuity.
Wow, thanks, dickhead. Die. Both of you.
What is that, some kind of we should have stayed dead joke?
Okay, bad choice of words.
Well, it's not like we can die again, so I guess it wasn't really that offensive.
Yeah, let's not find out if I can die a second time.
Alright, shut up, you emo fuck.
Wow.
It says the ass that used to be an emo kid. Monkeys in the back? Roll the tape. So I'm assuming you brought us back from the dead to play some stupid fucking game for your sucky ass show?
Alright. Yeah, my show sucks, but this time the game does not suck. I promise. And also, this time, I can give you a no-death guarantee for this episode.
Well, we're already dead, so...
Can't win. So here's Battletoads.
What the fuck is a Battletoad?
They're like mutant toads that fight other mutants and shit like that.
Yeah, I like it better when it's called Ninja Turtles.
That's what everybody says.
What the hell? I never played video games when I was alive. Why in the fuck would I play them when I'm dead? You guys go fuck yourselves.
Touchy.
I know, right? It's almost like someone's a little upset because they died and went to hello my mutant, hello my carcass, hello my bug-infested corpse.
Excuse me?
That line sounds familiar, almost like it's something you said before.
Yeah, like you stole it right out of a movie.
Yeah, so, Battletoads the arcade game. Dicks! Okay, I'm being rash. Dude's badass as fuck. Look at him just sitting there wearing his sunglasses in outer space. He doesn't give a shit at all.
Let me guess, he's gonna cut back to us, and you're gonna have douchebag sunglasses on.
You just gotta suck the fun out of everything, don't you?
That's right, take those glasses off, you ass.
Aaron's rash, so I'll be Zitz.
Yeah, Fitz, that means you get pimple.
The fuck is that supposed to mean? Was that like a hygiene joke?
Christ, could you be any more defensive?
Well, Mike, he has a point, and we are dead.
Oh, that's what that smell is.
I swear I did not shit myself this time.
I was gonna say, you guys are corpses, so I'd assume that your bodily functions and organs waved goodbye like a year ago.
If only my heart and feelings had died with the rest of me.
Oh my fuck. Kid's back to being emo.
Can we start talking about the game already?
Fantastic idea. So, yeah, this is Battletoads Arcade. Like I said, we finally got a proper game with all three Toads together simultaneously. So fucking awesome. Bashing the shit out of everything in sight. The graphics and character sprites are fucktastic, and still hold up today. Especially in HD, since we're all picky as fuck nowadays.
Alright, fine, this is actually kind of fun.
Fuck yeah, it is.
We told you, Fitz. It's actually nice to have a Battletoads game that's not harder with more than one player.
I know, right?
It could be because the game's got unlimited credits activated, but who fucking cares? It's fucking fun as fuck.
It's about as fun as a bag of dicks.
What?
You literally just said you thought the game was fun.
I meant to say bag of brains, because, zombies here. Shut up, it's fucking funny.
It was alright.
Yeah, well, you know what? Fuck you, because Aaron writes these shitty scripts, not me, so fuck off.
Jeez, enough enemies on the screen?
I know, what the fuck? Oh my god, that noise! It sounds like people are jerking off. Make it stop!
You alright over there, Fitz?
Oh, I think he's geeking out. Quick, jog his memory.
Ah, what the fuck?
Just like the other Battletoads games, the Toad's limbs become huge, or turn into exaggerated weapons when an enemy is almost dead.
Holy shit, I just decapitated that guy. Look at all that blood.
Yeah, I know, right? The violence is almost Mortal Kombat level over the top in this game. I fucking love it. Even the game's tone and comedy is pretty adult. There's rats taking a shit, enemies puking everywhere, and...
What in the fuck? Did I just punch that dude in the dick?
Fuck yeah, you did.
oh, look at that! Double ball attack!
I gotta try me that.
Oh, what the fuck? Again, like the other entries in the franchise, or any other beat-em-up game, there's objects and weapons you can pick up and use. Even guns, which I don't really remember being in any of the other Battletoads games.
Yeah, I don't think there were obtainable guns either. What about you, Fitz? Fitz?
Motherfucker fell asleep. Wake his ass up, will ya?
Ah, son of a bitch! Wait, did I miss something? When the hell did we get to Christmas Land?
I know, right?
Yeah, in the fucking holiday stage where you fight snowmen, reindeer, and rats in ice skates dressed as elves, you'd think the boss would be Santa Claus or something. But nope. It's a giant fucking snake inside a giant fucking vagina.
That thing does not look like a vagina. Oh wait, yeah it does. Everybody out of the room.
Dude, we've already established that your organs don't work. I do not think you'll be able to maintain a hard-on after death.
Oh, you'd be surprised.
I love how before we pointed out that we got a Battletoads game that's actually playable with multiple players, but leave it to Fitz to find a way to attack his teammates.
Yeah, fuck you guys. Payback's a bitch.
Alright, relax. I guess we'll close in on the stages. They're eclectic as hell, as you'd expect from a Battletoads game. We got a spaceship level, another spaceship level where the boss looks like a robot Bebop from Ninja Turtles.
Oh wait, so it's alright for you to reference Ninja Turtles, but I can't?
Well, technically, Fitz, it's his show.
Aw, thanks, Mark. But deep down, you know, it's our show. But seriously, fuck you guys, it's my show, so shut the fuck up. Where'd we leave off? Oh yeah, there's a drop-down stage that's not as frustrating as the other Battletoads games. The second to last stage looks like Shang Tsung's throne room, and it has Vector Man's testicles rolling after you. What the fuck? It's impossible to not get hit. We keep getting crushed and it won't stop making the same splat sound effect.
Yeah, it sounds like someone keeps shitting themselves.
Or, you know, jizz in their pants?
Again, I did not shit my pants.
Hey, you said my dick didn't work. I never said that.
Gross. So the final stage is like an on-rail shooter with fucking pandemonium surrounding you at all times. The last boss isn't even the Dark Queen. It's Robo Manus and he's fucking enormous.
That's what she said.
Good one, Fitz. That was a good one. Each of us has died like 17 times. That's fucking fair.
Imagine how many tokens it would take to actually beat this in the arcade. Cheap assholes.
No shit. Alright, we did it. Show's over. Holy fuck. That's Battletoads Arcade. What do you guys think?
You know what I think? Yeah, you probably should have left us dead.
Speak for yourself, that game was awesome.
Well, there you go. A douchebag and a zombie and a half approve of Battletoads the arcade game.
Wait. What do you mean half a zombie? Is that a short joke or something?
Wait, guys, I just thought of something. Aaron, you're here alive.
Which is bullshit.
And me and Mike are here, you know, as zombies.
Which is also bullshit.
And?
Where the hell is Martin?
Oh yeah, good call.
Huh? What the fuck?
What's up, Martin?
Hey guys, what's going on? Just thought I'd check in since I wasn't invited.
I don't know, I must have fucked up the resurrection spell or something. It wasn't intentional.
Plus, it's only a 3-player game. So.
Oh, is that so? You know what else is a 3-player game?
What?
Your asses!
Alright, here we go. The names aren't strange, and I like games. The good, the bad, the ones that are plain strange. Used to go out and raise the dead. Now I just play Nintendo instead. I'm going back again. I'm buying them all, even if it takes me selling my soul. Oh, oh, motherfucker. Oh, 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 oh.
So another year has come and gone. Kinda like a dead hooker. You know, like disposing of the body and all that shit. Anyway, also, I only had 3 video game reviews this year. Wow. I'm a fucking slacker. Lazy as fuck. But anyway, Christmas time. It's Christmas time. It's Christmas time. So that brings us to tonight's episode. You know, a couple years back when Disney bought Star Wars from George Lucas, a few major things happened, like big fucking changes. Yeah. Firstly, the Star Wars movies come out around the holidays now. And the next installment is a side story spin-off called Rogue One that everyone's talking about. Hey, Rogue One! Hey, have you seen the trailers for the new Star Wars movie, Rogue One? Hey, did you know Rogue One takes place in between episodes 3 and 4, and it shows how the rebels got the Death Star plans? Of course I know all this shit. I'm one of the world's biggest Star Wars fans. I know there's a new movie coming out. And also, when Disney acquired Star Wars, they retconned almost the entire expanded universe. You know, all the little shit that happened in between the major films. So I'm gonna go out on a limb, because it kind of pissed me off, and say, you know what? Screw Rogue One. How about Dark Forces, motherfucker? Back when first-person shooters were still kind of in their infancy and they were just starting to take off, the 2 biggest ones I can think of that come to mind are Doom and Duke Nukem. In Doom, you could shoot sprite-based enemies like demons from hell, and Duke Nukem had cool shit like killing pig cops. Haha, get it? And you could also throw money at not real strippers. Get it? Because they're sprite-based, so it shouldn't be offensive, but I'm sure someone's still gonna get fucking offended even though it's 2016. Oh wait, that's what everybody did in 2016, was get fucking offended by everything. Yeah, here you go. Take some dollar bills, y'all. Shake it, baby. Shake it, baby. Who loves you, baby? Boobs. Sometime in the 90s, LucasArts made a first-person shooter set in the Star Wars universe. From what I recall, it's one of the first, if not the first, Star Wars first-person shooter games. And how many fucking times did I just say the word first? That shit's classic. Except, not really. We play as Kyle Katarn, who's some freelance mercenary that used to work for the Empire. And by now, you're probably wondering about 2 things. Number 1, just like last year, what the fuck does this episode have to do with Christmas? And to that, I say, who fucking cares? And number 2, you're probably saying, how many times is this tattooed idiot gonna butcher the name Katarn? Yeah, fuck off, I'm from Boston. You guys should know this by now if you've been watching my videos. To me, words with the letters A and R close together don't get pronounced. You know, like far, car, fart, hot, all that stuff. And while we're on the subject, we might as well get this next part out of the way, because I know what you all want to hear me say. In Star Wars, Kyle Katarn parked his car at Harvard Yard. Ugh, I can't wait to hear my voice say that like 1,000 times while I edit this video. Okay, so moving on. The first mission takes Katarn to a secret Imperial base that holds the Death Star plans. Did you get that, Rogue One? Kyle steals the plans, drops them off to the rebels, and then Star Wars Episode 4 happens. For those of you that don't know Star Wars shit, Harrison Ford helps blow up a giant space testicle that destroys planets. But back to my original point at the beginning of this episode. Forget Rogue One. Kyle Katarn stole the Death Star plans from the Empire before it was cool. Well, honestly, that's kinda all I got for this episode. It was basically just like a quick nerd rant. So you guys want me to keep going, or... Fuck it, let's just roll with the game a little bit more. So I gotta say, the controls are fucked. They're stiffer than my cock after a marathon of unicorn porn. I'm playing the port of the game for the original PlayStation, before they were analog sticks and all that shit, so you gotta move around with a stupid-ass D-pad. Which wouldn't be an issue if the game was on a flat plane, like Doom or Wolfenstein. But in Dark Forces, there's like multiple floors and angles, and enemies all over the place. So you gotta hold the L1 button to toggle the D-pad to look up and down, to reach enemies that are above or below you. Kyle's got access to all kinds of cool Star Wars guns, like his blaster pistol, and I'm gonna let you insert your own dick joke right there, stormtrooper rifles, rocket launchers, thermal detonators, and some weird green acid gun that the instruction manual says that the Empire uses on mining planets. You learn something new every day. The other cool thing is that since this game was a spin-off, it doesn't directly follow the film specifically. Dark Forces made up its own story that was canon. Damn you, Disney! Someone should make that into a song. Though I did love Episode 7, and Kylo Ren is my new favorite Star Wars character. So, after stealing the Death Star plans, Catan stays helping the rebellion for a while by hunting down the fattest fuck working for the Empire. This asshole, Rom Mock, who's working on some new kind of stormtrooper called Dark Troopers. There's two kinds you fight in the game. One is like an exoskeleton prototype without armor that scared the fuck out of me when I was a teenager. When I was a kid. When I was a grown man. Look at that thing. Terrifying. It's like the Terminator movies. How is that not scary as shit? He's chasing me through a fucking air vent. Later on, Kyle fights even more Dark Troopers with the full body armor and jetpacks. So they're almost like Stormtrooper Boba Fett's, basically. So as I revisit this game like 2 decades later, and after being spoiled over the years by the HD games that run so smoothly these days, and as much as I loved this game growing up, holy fuck, that fucking frame rate is pure, smelly garbage. Just like this sewer stage that I'm in right now. Oh my god. Fucking look at this. It's like 3 frames per second. Damn, I was a patient kid back then. I think. The graphics at the time were great, but holy ass. All this shit just blurs and pixelates together, and is dark as fuck. Like, how in the orange and blue hell am I supposed to see where I'm fucking going? Seriously. Ugh! I can't wait to see how this shitty game footage comes out during editing. What do you want me to say? I'm just a professional idiot / metrosexual tattoo artist douchebag with no clue as to how to write and produce properly made professional videos on the internet that nobody watches. Though the graphics aren't completely atrocious, it's just really an aged game and an old engine. And also you gotta take into consideration that this is the PlayStation 1 version. I've never played the PC version, which I've heard is way better and smoother. Just like my ass. Those nitpicks aside, the game's solid. It's got atmosphere, and the music is fucking fantastic, and it really immerses you in the Star Wars universe. Most of the planets in the game, I hadn't heard of at the time. Back then, I don't think they were in any of the films, just the expanded universe. The missions are all over the place. In a good way. Sewage plants, a robot factory on an ice planet that isn't Hoth, canyon fortresses, detention centers, and there's even a stage where Catan sneaks onto a Star Destroyer, taking out an Imperial army all by himself. Damn, fucker. You go, girl. Oh, and actually pretty cool, there's a part where Kyle gets captured by Jabba the Fat Fuck Hutt, and takes all of Kyle's weapons away, and you gotta fight Kell Dragons with your bare fists. Don't know what a Kell Dragon is? It's, I don't know, some giant hairy iguana or something like that. Shut up, it's Star Wars. It fucking makes sense. And now, thanks to Disney, Kell Dragons probably don't exist anymore. So yeah, the expanded universe kept Catan around long after the movies. He eventually becomes a Jedi in Dark Forces 2, And even later on, he helps Luke Skywalker train new students with the Force, which I had mentioned before in the Jedi Academy game. And even the Dark Troopers themselves made other appearances. They were in the original Battlefront games, but I think this time they were humans wearing armor. In The Force Unleashed, Vader's secret apprentice Starkiller, no, not that Starkiller, ends up taking on some Dark Troopers, and they're fucking terrifying 13-foot tall droids. So they're probably robots in this game, because according to the timeline, Force Unleashed takes place between episodes 3 and 4, and Dark Forces starts off between 3 and 4, but more closer to 4 about to happen, and then it splits off for a year. In which during Force Unleashed, the Empire would probably still be using the prototype droids or something, because Dark Forces hasn't happened yet, because Force Unleashed happened before Dark Forces, which happens before Episode 4. Well, confused the fuck out of myself, so fuck it. And besides, like I said, Disney fucked it all up now. None of this shit matters anymore. Assholes. My whole life's meaningless. All this Star Wars knowledge I've obtained over the years, it means nothing now. Nah, it's cool. They had to start somewhere, and it would have taken them years to sort through all the shit that's been written over the years and add to the mythology, so I understand where they were coming from. And also, I thought Episode 7 was fucking awesome. I've seen it like 1,000,000 times.
Excellent.
Well, I guess that's all I got for you guys, so have a good night, Merry motherfucking Christmas, be excellent to each other, and remember to not forget about Kyle motherfucking Katarn.